Hello class, this is a video tutorial on converting units of measurement, and in this video we'll be looking at converting area. If you take a look at my previous videos, or pretty much any sort of conversion video on this, you'll see a chart that's very similar to this, but in my particular one you'll see that it's actually almost identical, except everything now has a squared. So from millimeter squared to centimeter squared, we divide by 10 squared. And I wrote in pencil beside it that 10 squared is actually 100. So we will be dividing by 100. From centimeter squared to meter squared, we divide by 100 squared. Again in pencil, the actual answer, 100 squared is 10,000. And finally, going from meter squared to kilometer squared, we divide by 1,000 squared. 1,000 squared is actually 1 million. And going from large to small, it's the same number, except instead of division, it's multiplication. There's actually a small branch here with hectares, and they are hectares don't have the little symbol for squared here, because hectares are already referring to an area, and the conversion rate from meter squared to hectares is 10,000. And once again, going from smaller to larger, we divide, and going from larger units to smaller units, we multiply. Okay, here we go. Here's just a whole bunch of questions for us to work with, and you can go ahead, pause the video, copy these questions out and work through them. Other than that, we're going to answer them in 3, 2, 1. Going from meter squared to centimeters, so meters to centimeters, we need to multiply by 100 squared, which is 10,000. So 4 times 10,000 is 40,000. From meters to centimeters again, meters to centimeters, we're going to multiply by 100 squared, which is 10,000. So that would be 10,000 times 12 gives us 12 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Centimeters to millimeters this time. Centimeter squared to millimeter squared, we need to multiply by 10 squared, which is 100. So 141 times 100 will give us 141 with 2 extra zeros, 1, 2. That gives us 14,100 millimeter squared. Once again, centimeter squared, millimeter squared, multiplying by 100 gives us 12 with 2 extra zeros, 1, 2, 1,200. This time we're going from millimeters to centimeters, millimeters to centimeters, dividing by 100. Oh, sorry, dividing by 100. Oh yeah, that's right. 10 squared, which is 100. Dividing this by 100 is remove these 2 zeros, so 12 and 120 centimeter squared. 9,300 divided by 100, we remove these 2 zeros, which gives us 93 centimeters squared. 720 millimeters squared to centimeter squared. Once again, dividing by 100, 7.2 centimeter squared. This time we are going from centimeter squared to meters squared, centimeter squared to meter squared. We are dividing by 100 squared, which is 10,000. Dividing by 10,000, we remove 4 zeros, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're left with these digits. 700 meters squared. I'm just gonna finish off these ones. I'm gonna say out loud the calculations that I'm doing. centimeter squared, millimeter squared, dividing by 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us 18.2. 96,000 divided by 10,000. 1, 2, 3. Gives us 9.6 meters squared. 6,200 meters squared to hectares this time means we're going to divide by 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4 gives us 6.2 hectares. Same calculation from meter squared to hectares, dividing by 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us 89.2 hectares. From hectares to meter squares this time, multiplying this by 10,000, moving the decimal place 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us 33.6. That's 1 decimal place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 36,000 meters squared. And 4 hectares multiplied by 10,000. 4 times 10,000 is 40,000 meter squared. That concludes a short and concise video on converting areas. Best of luck.